Hi everyone, it's Linda with stampwithlindawalsh.com. I thought I'd show you this cute little technique. I used the Pop-Up Posies card kit, and here it is here. It comes with a bunch of little cute little things with our, I guess, rope, I would call it. It's very thick, and that's what I use for the inside of my button. It comes with these, also the flowers, a couple of other buttons. I don't know why they put the bright yellow in there. I'm not a big fan of that, so I didn't use it. And then you'll get some, I call them cupcake tins. It looks like 3 different sizes. So just kind of measure them up. Here's a little trick for you. For my centerpiece, I picked out 3 already. For my center button, just make sure that your button fits the size of the of your little cupcake tin is what I'm calling it. Because if you went and you did this and you put your button, see how it's kind of very, it's too wide. So it looks funny. So like I said, choose your button wisely and then you'll have it match up. So let's get started on our project. I have a couple of cute little techniques for you. I'm going to learn how to do a two-tone, I'm going to call it, flag. And we'll get started on that part first before I do the flower, but I just wanted to show you that. First I use my chevron folder and I attach it to a crumb cake, and this is very vanilla. Alright, so I already attached that. And then what I'm going to say, I cut these 6 by 3¼ each, 3/4 by 6. And I want to have the flag go like that. So in sewing, basically you're going to put 2 right sides together. This is the sides I want to be viewed. I'm just going to put 2 right sides together, and then what I'm going to do is just take my scissors and I'm just going to cut up on an angle. So then when I take them apart, there you go. Isn't that nice and easy? Simple technique. Now I'm going to cut these a little bit shorter on the top just because I left it too long. Normally what I would suggest is to leave your to leave this piece, oops, look at that. Hey, isn't that kind of cool? You can do your design like that too. Just leave, actually, this is going to be part of the sketch challenge for this month, so why not do that? Change it up a bit. Show some creativity. Alright, so basically what I was going to say is keep your very vanilla piece off, and then when you put these on, you could have just clipped up top here and just had them, just, you know, it would have been the perfect size, however you want to, however long you want to make it. But I was trying to save time for the video, and then instead of doing all that, I should have just done it straight. And then I'm just going to try and get these to be even. That's the whole trick. Doesn't matter if you overlap them, just to get them straight. Let's see here. I am kind of over too much. But you know what? It's not going to really matter because, see how I'm not pressing down too, by the way, just because I want to have room to move. And also, it's not going to matter that much because I'm going to take this piece in here and it's going to cover it. So you're not going to notice if it's crooked. I'm going to put this one down. I like that. And then that's easier for me to match it up. I don't know about you guys, but that helps me. Yeah. Okay. Now this I've already put on. I used the Just For You stamp set. It's just 1 stamp. It's in the mini. So, whoops. So you can use that. You can use anything, really. This I think actually comes with the set. You could have, I think you could buy it as a bundle, if I remember right. Let me see. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's get. So that's a really cool trick. I really like that. And then what we're going to do now is do our little flower. So I took my 3 pieces, and I'm going to start on the big one. You're just going to snip. No rhyme reason. Just snip along. Just make sure you don't cut off one of the, you know, cut off a petal. I wanted to tell you too, when you put this in your envelope, it pops right back up. It's really kind of cool. Look at that. So you can do it flat. Even if it doesn't pop up, look at how nice that looks. It's a really nice, cool flower. I'm thinking they have mini cupcake tins. And I'll show you a little trick with the next layer. I'm not going to sponge these yet until I know what length I want them. But obviously I want this one, I want them to gradually go in. So we're just going to cut it shorter and then sponge so I have all my layers the way I want them. It's hard to kind of see where you're snipping, but I'm just going blind here. Alright, so I'm going to do the other ones off the camera, but that's what you want to look like. Alright? Okay, so I've cut all 3 of these. Let's see how these just layer, because they might just... This center one, I would like a little bit shorter. So all I'm going to do is just cut down just a tad. You don't want to, you can always cut more. You never can get it back again. So that's all I'm doing. So you can actually make these however long you want your layers or however short. So don't think you have to be stuck with that length. So let's see. Maybe a little bit more. And this is your preference too. You could leave them all, you can leave them all the same length. Okay, I think that should do it. I don't want to get too crazy because then I'll cut it too short and then I'll be mad at myself for doing it. So now we're just going to go and take our pumpkin pie and sponge. Now I tend to like my edges darker, so I do my edges first. And then all I'm going to do is just kind of flatten these out and do, just to get a little bit on the inside, like so. We'll go back to our edges and kind of do an ink that's darker, see that? And now I'm going to just take it and kind of flatten them out. If I do this on the table, I'm afraid that I'll get too much ink so it's noticeable. So it's like, I don't know, I like a subtle touch. I don't tend to go too heavy. And same with that. You can always add more, but you can't, if you start off with too dark, then it's like, oh, I gotta throw it away, because that's, some people, like me, if it bugs me, I'm just gonna throw it away. I just can't, I just don't say, oh, good enough. Alright, so I'm just going to layer these like that. But before I put them on, I'm just going to get an idea, a visual, because what I want to do is I cut out 2 flowers in Old Olive out of my Bird Builder punch. And I want to attach these so I can see them. And basically what I did, and it doesn't really matter, I kind of put the Old Olive on the orange side just to kind of make it a contrast like the flag is, because if you do it on this side, I think it kind of gets lost in there with the Old Olive here, but I think it stands out more here, and that's just my little design or thinking, who knows, but I think it draws your eye to that. Okay, so I'm just going to go and put that like that. And just make sure too, when you're putting your leaf on, you could have it hanging over, which I actually would like, but then I don't want to see too much of my stem. See how you can see the stem there? So I'll probably put this up and do something like that. So just keep that visual in mind too when you're adding your leaves, because I wish, you know, I was so hoping, we got the new catalog, I was so hoping they would come out with some more leaves, some more like daintier type leaves. I think this one's the daintiest that they have, I think, and I don't know. I would like a bunch of leaves. You can make a bunch of little flowers with them too. Okay, so that is going to go, I'm actually not liking that placement. Only because it looks like it's too uniform with this, which still does, but oh well. Okay, I just put this down with my Tombow right in the center. You only need a dot. You can do however you like. I'm just going to look at it, make sure I got it even. Now I can kind of move it around with the Tombow, which is nice. Great. Just do another dot in the center. So I love this Tombow glue. It's all you need is a dot. That one, and then just one more. And then while that's drying, we're going to work on our button. Center for a button. Just give this, you know, while it's drying, just keep on giving a little press on down. For the button, glue this on, and then do your bow. I'm going to do a lot of glue actually on this, just so it sticks. Glue that on, do your bow, because this is so thick, you're not going to see the glue once you glue this on. If it was your other ribbon, like satin ribbon, you can see glue through this, through your ribbon. This, I'm getting a whole new piece because I don't like the way that piece came out. Try even using a glue dot. You can use a glue dot too on this bow. Get it how you like it. Okay, see if that's how you like it. Actually, I'm going to turn my thing around so my holes, see how the glue's there? It's already popping through. I am just going to place mine on, see if that works. Might not. And then I'm going to trim my ends. If this doesn't work with your bow, just use a glue dot. This is probably the easiest way to do it. It's not like it's a scrapbook page and you need it to go through. But I do use this a lot, so try, you know, think about that when you're getting frustrated and you really need a project that needs to have the bow come through. Oh, and there you go. Our card is done. It's all done. So thank you for joining me. I hope you like these two techniques with the two-tone flag and then these little cupcake tins I thought were really cute. Thanks again. And also, I'm going to come back with a tutorial because I got to use these up. Can't let them go to waste. So I'll have a nice little fun tutorial for that too. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great day.